Phoenix International Raceway, qualifying just underway for the StackUp.org Truck Series. We got 4 trucks going for a championship tonight. This is one of the 4. Lucas Hoyt's a 97 Labor 12 CTC Toyantiac. You did just that, didn't Garrett? Only one of our title contenders out on track at the moment. Now we got Bill Rivard heading out in the 10. Bill in the 10 Mountain Dew Livewire Chevrolet. Check in on some other trucks headed out. You got Jeremy Scherer, his brightly colored machine. Very much fits his personality if you know Scherer all that well. Quinn Newton, teammate to Lucas Weitzman. He's out there on his qualifying run. Cody Brown, the 17. Morton Buildings Ford F-150. Chris Alkire, the Navy Ford. TJ Floyd. What we got on here? I believe this is old sponsor. He started earlier in the year with 76operators.gg. Garrett Boyd in the 38. Don't look on the bed of the truck. He's got some clown on the back of the bed. Garrett would argue it's also a clown on his tailgate, but they're different clowns. Bill Rivard, top of the board, 29.90. That was the second lap. His first lap of 27.12. The first lap will be his quickest. Then we'll check in on Lucas Hoytsma. He is sitting sideways across the line on his second lap. That's not a good sign for Lucas. It means his lap of record will be that 28.14. He will be down the order of those that actually take a qualifying lap. See who else we have on track now. We got Ethan Evers in the 8. Jay Munch just sitting on pit road. One of our title contenders. There he rolls. Jay Munch and Giglio, the last of the 4 championship drivers. Giglio just going out as well in the 16. There he is, heading out. So we got our 2 championship drivers so far. One's on pole, the other currently showing down in 10th. Blake Giglio and Jay Munch are heading out now. The only 2 trucks to be rolling at the moment that haven't set a time. Other drivers that haven't put a mark up yet: J.R. Deal, Tyler Stillwell, Mike Edwards, Hunter Carson, Daniel Llewellyn. None of those are on track, so we'll keep an eye on Jay Munch for his lap, and then we'll jump over to Giglio for a lap of the 16 truck. Jay Munch in the Earnhardt Tasmanian Devil Goodwrench throwback look. Gets right up by the outside wall, stays in it to try and get the time down. Spins it out across the line at 27.28. That lap doesn't count because he brushed
Can I get a black flag cleared?
the wall.
Spun?
Blake Giglio goes to the top of the charts in the 16. 27.04.
Wait a
The
minute.
CTC Racing Toyota. He can
I
get
didn't get spun, but I spun out while qualifying and it gave me black flag.
and they killed him. Blake getting that lap on his first timed lap and then takes it to pit road. Didn't even go for lap number 2. Finds his pit box, but that's not where it's going to be during the race. He'll be in the number 1 box. Garrett Boyd is on the inside of pit wall. That's impressive. No idea how Garrett Boyd has managed to do this. I think he took pit road a little too fast. Would be my guess. Final few seconds tick off. They're going to get that truck off the pit wall. We're going to go racing. 12 trucks taking a qualifying time. 18 total trucks registered for this race. Here we go, 120 laps at Phoenix Raceway for a championship.
Good luck, everyone.
Let's go get our starting lineup.
I'm gonna say that again. Good luck. I was on all teams, but I'm on drivers now. Good luck, everyone.
Good to hear twice.
All right, like I said, 120 laps. Let's be careful around the final four, people. Watch out for people exiting pit road. Good luck.
All right, Blake Giglio on the pole, going for a championship tonight alongside fellow title contender Bill Rivard in the 10. Then you have Quinn Newton, Ethan Evers, row number 2. Cody Brown, TJ Floyd make up row number 3. Garrett Boyd and Caleb Reese, row number 4. Jeremy Clapper-Newell and Chris Alkire, a couple of Fords in row 5.
Sally, probably not this season, Blake.
Lucas Weisma spun himself out in his qualifying, so he'll be starting back in 11th alongside Jeremy Scher. Mike Edwards not showing on track. Jay Munch grading up in the 14th spot here. Title contender. Then you have JR Deal alongside. He does have playoff banners on the 9, but not in the playoffs any longer. Tyler Stillwell rolls off 16th in the
My bad.
32 Mohawk Foundation Toyota Tundra.
It helps
Getting a
if I
Wallen
put the,
17th.
I turn the truck on.
Labor 12 Chevrolet and Hunter Karsten. Welcome back. The Fram F-150. Hunter been sidelined by computer issues and
Hey,
sim
Luke,
issues.
it's my bad on that, man. I didn't start the truck before I put it in gear.
Dude, how could you? I would have missed the start.
We're not gonna miss a start. I'm just joshing with it. Okay, fuck it.
Who the hell's Josh? CC5 trucks with the red stack-up banner on the front windshield. The one that is not in the Final Four is the number 9. The rest of them are your Final Four championship drivers. And here we go. Green flag in the air. Blake Giglio and Bill Rivard going to lead us to the start-finish. Already trucks going every which way, going through that wide paved dogleg section. For some reason it's a turn and they don't call it a turn. So now we're going through 1 and 2 and under the backstretch. Oh my gosh, Tyler Stillwell just went to orbit. Clapper-Newell is involved. Looks like maybe the 9 of JR Deal as well. Tyler Stillwell went for an absolute ride there. Let's go pick up the 32. See what the hell happened here. I got nothing. That was insane. Okay, so we see Jay Munch in the red 69 and Bandio in the blue and white 43 ahead. Neither one of those factor in as a 32. Just gets loose, overcorrects into the outside wall right in front of the
Upon
15.
review, it looks like the 32 self-spun, tried to correct it, overcorrected, caught the wall and collected the 15. 32 will have an EOL.
The race penalty to the 32. He's already going to be at the back, and that'll count as
Will
one
he
of
have to
his.
serve that EOL when he comes back from orbit, or?
Negative. If he had to tow, then he's already going to be down laps.
Yep, the only point there to keep giving the EOL is to have it as his first official penalty in the race. His next penalty would be a little bit stiffer if he causes another accident. Unfortunate start for both the 32 and the 15. Looks like both of them have had to take a tow. The 9's come down for his fast repair, it would seem. 5-second stop for him, so that's probably the fast repair already on the 9. Been a great season for JR, but tough go of it here lately. JR heads back out after picking up his fast repair. Brand new race truck. You don't want to burn those on lap 2, but do what you got to do to move on in the race. Up
What are we
front,
doing as far as restarts? I know it's normally pace car, but this track is fucky.
Blake Giglio out front. Quinn Newton, his
You
teammate,
have to start
slotted to
until,
second.
You have to wait until the restart zone.
Bill Rivard, that's up to the director of the league.
The
not
leader
him.
can restart whenever he wants, but I'd like to kind of keep it, not like on the back stretch. But I mean, there's no restart zone in effect this season.
I'm taking the top.
Blake taking the top. Newton will have to go down low. Excuse me. Evers will line up fourth. It'll be second truck on the outside. Bill Rivard, second truck on the inside. Check on our other championship drivers. Lucas Huisma up to the 9th spot, and directly behind him in the line, J Munch 69 is 11th. Technically, by your league rules, pace cars off the track, so these guys could go anywhere in here. He did hear Cody say he'd prefer it not to be on the backstretch, but by the letter of the law, they could. Quinn Newton leaving plenty of room. And we are off. Bill Rivard immediately dives down to the inside. He's not quite able to get alongside Quinn Newton in the 88. Quinn trying to take the lead from the inside line. This yellow and black low drag Silverado down to the inside. Clapper Newell really sent it there. I'll be shocked.
My bad.
There was no contact there. Turns out there was.
Yeah.
Huisma up and into the outside wall. Let's go back and watch that again. Championship contender comes together with the 21 of Clapper. Clapper shoots the 97 of the outside wall. That's going to be a tough break for Lucas, and no yellow came out, so it's going to be...
I don't know what I could have done if you guys challenged, like, breaking that early.
Okay, I'll have a conversation afterwards.
Quinn Newton's still trying to take the lead away.
What did I miss?
Everything.
He missed the 21 and
Contact between the 21 and the
97.
97. 2 laps ago.
lap 5. Newton does take the lead away from Blake Giglio.
You know. Yeah.
Van Dio thinks he's talking to a spotter, but he's talking to everybody.
Sorry, wrong button.
Blake Giglio now looking to the outside of Quinn Newton. Now he cuts back inside onto the backstretch, coming out of 2. Giglio looking low on his teammate in the 88. Behind them, you got Rivard and Evers side by side for third. Newton gonna scare Giglio down onto the flat. Huisman's having to pit under green. His truck apparently not up to snuff after the contact with the 21. Huisman's going to have to hope for some yellow flags to get back into this. And Newton clears out to the lead. Giglio now fighting with Bill Rivard, Ethan Evers. Rivard and Giglio would be for the championship lead. Evers working the high side in the 8. You got Garrett Boyd right behind this trio. Boyd picked up the win in the Super Late Model Series before this, getting a championship over there in the 38. Congrats to him, becoming the latest Sidewinder champion. Watch Rivard still working on Ethan Evers. Rivard taking that short line, bringing the 38 of Boyd with him. Rivard still just not quite able to clear the 8. Ethan Evers. Ethan drives it in on the high side, keeps his momentum up, and they're back to door. Right now, Blake Giglio looks at his mirror, and he's a big Ethan Evers fan, trying to keep that 10 truck wrapped up in a battle. D-Waddy Bama, shout out to you, 10% of the way through the race. Things finally settle down. Evers holds on to the spot, slots in between first and second in the championship fight. Alvaro trying to cut the dog leg and does not get his truck alongside Ethan Evers. Both of them enter shallow down there. I get confused because that used to be 3 and 4, but now it's 1 and 2. Cut that dog leg, you end up entering kind of shallow unless you get right up by the wall instantly. It's an awkward line. Why you see the outside able to fight, at least have a fighting chance when you take that long way around. Got a battle going on behind here. Cody Brown, TJ Floyd, Caleb Reese, and J Munch. J Munch up into the top 10 in the 69 truck with the troubles Hoisma had. TJ Floyd, Caleb Reese. Close quarters with those two Silverados with the same font and number there. You have the red 69 Goodwrench truck trying to make his way up. Working on Brees for the 8th spot. Takes that away. Now he sets off after TJ Floyd to try and run down Giglio and Rivard, who are up in 2nd and 4th respectively.
Here, I'll get in.
Sounded like we had a little contact up here in the top 5. Everyone's still going in the right direction. Oh, J Munch goes around right when we go back to look at him. That is another championship contender backwards in the fence. Caught the tail end of that one. Came on board right as J Munch was going around. To go back and see if we can see what happened to the 69 truck. We didn't have any markers in the system, so we'll have to go back and rewind the long way. See J Munch is 3 wide in between TJ Floyd and Cody Brown. TJ Floyd and the 69 of J Munch come together, entering the corner. J Munch goes around, slides up into the 17 of Cody Brown. Brings out the yellow. Looks like Munch and Floyd kind of going for the same space there. And pit stops are underway. Floyd stays out here. Everybody else.
Okay, on review, it looks like the 69 was drifting down over the 49, caught his nose, causing the spin. The 69 will have Giglio up.
So that'll put J Munch at the end of the field. Lucas Hoisma should be our lucky dog here. We'll watch our battle off of pit road. Quinn Newton down and away. Quinn got fuel only here. Fuel for Quinn Newton, Blake Giglio, Bill Rivard, Caleb Brees, Ethan Evers, Garrett Boyd, J.R. Deal, Daniel Llewellyn, all fuel stops. We got tires for Cody Brown. 17 truck will be coming from 10th with the set of tires on. So from 10th spot, Cody Brown, well now 9th. Cody Brown will be coming up with the 4 fresh tires as we work lap 19. So Cody probably hoping this goes green quite a bit. Here comes Lucas after picking up his lucky dog. Gonna take the opportunity to pit. We'll see if he takes tires. He's already taken his fast repair. We'll see what he does strategy wise when he gets to his box. Looks like it's going to be a fuel only stop for the 97. No tires, down and away. So fuel for the 97. Lucas Hoisma. Down and away he goes. TJ Floyd stayed out on this caution, did not come for fuel or tires. Floyd has not pit yet this race. Quinn Newton came down Quinn Newton all the way back to JR Deal. All these trucks fuel only. Cody Brown came and got tires. Allkire fuel only in 10th. Clapper Newell could be damage repair, could be tires. 16-second stop for him. Connor Karsten,
Going higher low.
tires. See Lucas Hoisman, he's going to be dropping back to the tail end of the field.
Inside.
Jay Munch back on pit road. Perhaps he's topping off in the 69 truck since he's got the tail end anyway. So he heads back out. Pace car dives off as it exits turn 2. And we have the entire backstretch as a restart zone. And we cruise. TJ Floyd goes as we start to get to turn 3. Garrett Boyd kind of missed a shift there. Did not get up to speed quite as quick. Held up the inside line a little bit. Cody Brown goes around on the 17. He's going to tag the inside wall just a little bit. Let off the brake. Doesn't look like he's hurt it too bad. And he will fall back to 15th, last truck on the lead lap. Out front, TJ Floyd still holding on to the race lead. Cody Brown had taken those 4 fresh tires. We were expecting him to come up through the field, but he goes for a spin as Blake Giglio takes the lead from TJ Floyd. Ethan Evers working on Quinn Newton. The 8 and 88 side by side. Evers down low this time. We saw him battle up high for the longest time with Bill Rivard. Now Ethan working the low line. And wouldn't you know it, now Bill Rivard's to his outside. Like Evers going to be able to use the short way around the track to hold him off for the moment. Rivard going to send it in there. Gets that good run on the high side. Can get a straight exit here off 2. He might be able to take the pass away. Now Evers going to move up in front of Caleb Brees. Keep him from holding up the high line. You saw Brees send it in a little deep there. Heard him apologize to Ethan there. So Evers 5th, Brees 6th. JR Deal fighting Garrett Boyd back here for the 7th spot. Meanwhile, Quinn Newton, TJ Floyd battle for 2nd. Newton on the inside, Floyd outside. Newton's going to take the short way around and move into 2nd, all on his own. TJ Floyd right on his tailgate. And Bill Rivard takes aim at TJ Floyd. Remember, Floyd stayed out, didn't take tires or fuel this stop, so he's got, looks like about 19 laps less fuel. So he would definitely be the first one that needs to come down for fuel. Giglio and Newton 1-2 for CTC Racing. Bill Rivard 10/10 machine rides in the 3rd spot. Ethan Evers Fort Worth Screen Esports in 4th. TJ Floyd, I think he's on his own team all by himself. Shot him out in the 5th spot. Caleb Brees rides in 6th. Garrett Boyd's 2 Extreme truck in 7th. JR Deal 10/10 machine in 8th. Lucas Hoisman CTC in 9th position after having to take his fast repair early in the race. Started tail end of the field here. He's up to 9th. Lucas, always very good at Phoenix. He's good just about everywhere we go, but he's very good at Phoenix. JR moving up, letting Lucas through here. Little sportsmanship out of the 9. Love to see it. Hunter Carson, like we said, welcome back, Hunter. Riding in the 10th spot. Clapper Newell 11th. Jay Much, after the issues he had with the spin and the penalty, he is in the 12th spot now. And a struggle for Munch so far. Cody Brown, saw him spin at the beginning of this stint did not bring out the yellow. He's currently 13th. Alkire, his teammate over at the Meatball Racing, he's 14th. Daniel Llewellyn 15th. CTC Labor 12 Chevrolet. Jeremy Scherer rides in 16th. Yeah, Tyler Stillwell 17th. Stillwell's 3 laps down. Scherer is 2 laps down. Both of those machines had to take a tow early in the race. Giglio went to the high side. The rest of the field went low, so it looked like he was all by himself, but Quinn Newton not letting him get away. But wow, can't talk. The battle for the championship is first and third. Rivard less than a second. Is 8.5 back from Blake Giglio. And they have Lucas Hoytsma up to the 7th spot. Lucas currently 3 seconds back from race leader Giglio. And you have J Munch 6.5 seconds back in the 12th spot. J Munch battling 21 of Clapper Newell. Clapper gets tight coming off 2. Munch goes to his inside. That'll move up to 11th. 1 spot closer. Still got his work cut out for him. He's got 3 trucks to jump over before he gets to Hoytsman. Hoytsman probably won't be there any longer as he is on the charge. Reeling in the 94 of Caleb Reese. Let's go on board with the multi-time champion Lucas Hoytsman. Defending champion of this series. We're currently in 7th. All these trucks ahead of him are for position. See the first 2 way up behind the scoreboard now. Those are first and second, Blake Giglio and Quinn Newton. See the varying lines coming through the dogleg. None of those lines matter. Go wherever you want to. Saw TJ Floyd peak under Ethan Evers. Work the throttle as he tries to get back to it. Definitely shifting, crossing the start-finish line. This is not a turn. They just call it a dogleg. When you get down here to turn 1, Lucas goes right down to the yellow line, drifts up a little bit, kind of diamonds the corner, then gets back into it. You hear him shifting, revving up the engine before shifting gears. So Lucas shifting on both ends of the track, right down by the yellow line. Hear him drive up out of 3rd into 4th gear. He's going to try to go the long way, it looks like, around the 94 machine. Looks like he's able to get it done, too. Power move by Lucas Hoytsma, running down and passing the 94 on the outside. Now he's working TJ Floyd to 49. 49's up high on the track. He's going to go to his inside, to the dog leg. Hoytsma still right at that 3-second mark as far as distance to overall race leader Blake Giglio. Watching him keep that gap pretty steady despite fighting through traffic. Very impressive. Tyler Stillwell's back in the pits. 32 truck. Hoytsma will get the nose alongside. He shows him the nose. TJ Floyd goes ahead and gives him the track space. Lucas up into the top 5. He lost maybe 0.3 of a second. Trying to get around the 49. Now he sets after Ethan Evers. Blake has about a second gap over Quinn Newton. Newton almost a full second over Bill Rivard. And then another second back to this battle between Evers and Huisman. Huisman going to dive to the inside across the dog leg, get his door alongside. Sends it in deep on the bottom. Probably going to drift up a bit with the diamond. Evers going to cut back. Evers looks like he's coming to pit road. He came really low. And he is. 8 truck, lap 41. First of our lead lap machines to hit pit road. Ethan Evers brings his machine to the attention of his crew. Now it's time to keep an eye on the rest of the field, see if they decide they need to match him or not. 16 stays out, as does the 88. 10, 97 are all staying out. It's like JR Deal. He's going to peel off out of the top 10. JR Deal coming to pit road in the 9. Remember, his red stack up banner does not indicate he's in the playoffs. He just didn't have a change for tonight's race. The 32 on pit road. The 9 hits his box. Keep an eye, see what he does for service. Ethan Evers, 14-second stop. He was tires and fuel and down and away. It's like JR Deal. Same story. He's already taken his fast repair, so that right side is not going to get fixed. See right side damage for the 9. He's been up and into the outside wall. Christopher Alkire brings his truck down pit road. These are drivers that did not top off for fuel, I believe. Blake Giglio still leads. Gap to Huisman has actually grown a little bit. It's 3.4 seconds now. Ethan Evers currently 1 lap down after his pit stop. Ethan's running down the 17 of Cody Brown, not for position. A couple of former teammates going at it, just on track position, not for position overall. The speed difference on new tires is crazy, watching Ethan Evers just drive by the 17. He's got to hope it stays green. So 3 trucks have hit, 13th, 14th, 15th. Ethan Evers, JR Deal, Chris Alkire waiting on the rest of the top 12 to come down pit road. That TJ Floyd peeling off, 49 truck heading to pit road. Working lap 47. Looks like Huisman may be up there ahead of him. Yeah, there we go. Lucas Huisman, first of our championship 4 to come to pit road. Lucas going to take a swing at it here with some strategy. Watch our 97 defending champ hit his box. Nice and clean. Left sides go up on the 97. Bill Rivard's hit pit road in the 10. Second of our championship drivers. And behind him, you see J Munch in the 69. So both of the 10/10 trucks that are in the title fight coming down pit road. Blake Giglio, the only one not to pit now, as far as the championship 4 is concerned. TJ Floyd heading out. That'll cause you a little bit of a pause as you come to your box. Rivard right side's up in the air. J Munch also 4 tires and fuel for both these machines. Daniel Llewellyn hits pit road. 23. Blake Giglio stays out on track. Working lap 50 of 120. Powers across the start finish line. Start lap 51. Quinn Newton close in tow. Garrett Boyd 38's come out of the top 5, heading down pit road. See, he's got a little right side damage to the 38. Such a slow crawl around pit road. It's agonizing. Green flag stops underway. Blake Giglio continues to lead in the 16. Fall off's about a second.
Sorry,
from
Benjo.
Blake's best lap to his last lap.
We didn't wreck, so we're good.
Didn't even get an incident point. Would have shown you what happened there, but they did not get contact. Lucas Hoytsma has the fastest lap of the session. 27:32 for Hoytsma. Lucas is hauling up to the 8th spot already. At 94, he's catching not for position. Breesy's in the 3rd spot on the lead lap. Lucas in 8th, a lap down. Lucas going to peek to the inside. Gets on by Caleb Brees. So you have 6 trucks on the lead lap. Cody Brown really did himself no favors with the incident he had at the start of this run. Gets this long green flag run just like he needed, but unfortunately took himself out of it right at the beginning with the spin. Tough break for Cody. He's in the top 5 on the lead lap currently, but 13 seconds back. Never got to capitalize on those 4 fresh tires he took. Checking on Clapper Newell, there he is. That was the last truck on the lead lap. 21 Martin Sports Ford F-150. And there is race leader Blake Giglio, as looks like Breesy has finally brought the 94 to pit road. He decided it was time.
JR, take it low.
Thanks, Bob.
So out of 3rd place, Caleb Brees pits the Black Rifle Coffee Chevrolet. Nice and clean into his box as he goes a lap down. Blake Giglio races by in the 16. Quick look at the championship. That moves Lucas up to the 7th spot. Jay Munch will move up to the 10th position. Bill Rivard currently in 8th position. So the top 2 in the championship right now are the CTC trucks. It's Quinn Newton in the 88 saying he's coming down pit road. We'll see what the 16 decides to do. Blake stays out. Here comes Quinn. 2nd place. 88 machine comes to pit road. There is the yellow cones to start the timing line, so you can get in there pretty hot. 2nd place, Quinn Newton. Rolling down pit road. Moves Hunter Carson up in the 2nd. Currently 5 trucks on the lead lap as we approach halfway. Lucas Hoytsma passes Ethan Evers on track. Moves Hoytsma up to the 6th position. Hoytsma will pass the pitting Quinn Newton here. Moves himself up to 5th. Don't count out the defending champ by any means. Now we got Carson and Brown on pit road. This is 3rd and 4th. 27 and 17. Leaves the only 2 trucks not to pit, Clapper Newell and Blake Giglio. It's very confused seeing Clapper coming from down that area, but I forget the dog legs there. Looked like he was exiting the pits. And there's no way. Looks like Blake Giglio coming into the pits in the 16, charging in there. Hustles his truck to the timing line. Woes it up right there. Cannot afford a speeding penalty if you're going for the title. Clapper stays out. That'll hand the lead over to him. And he has done so. Clapper's last stop was 16.1, so he probably took tires and fuel. Goes on by Blake Giglio. Jeremy Clapper, your race leader in a 21. But out of the trucks that have pitted, Lucas Heusman now your race leader. Ethan Evers 1.8 seconds back in the third position, second truck that has pitted. He's got Bill Rivard not too far behind him. And Rivard is gaining little by little on Evers here. Now 11 trucks on a lead lap. Clapper pits, that'll probably let Karsten get back on the lead lap. See where Cody is. Cody's ahead of Lucas, so for the moment he should get back on a lead lap, but Lucas is right behind him. Gap between Hoytsma and Clapper coming down in a hurry, but Clapper brings it to pit road in the 21. That'll hand the race lead over to Lucas Hoytsma. So we saw him involved in an incident early on with this 21 truck. Now Hoytsma, race leader. Quite the comeback for the 97. Boulevard has gotten by Ethan Evers, so now top two are title contenders. Blake Giglio, another one of those. He is currently in the fourth position, just got by Garrett Boyd. And J Munch in the seventh position. That's where all of our title contenders are at the moment, all four in the top seven. It seems that Blake has the right pit crew tonight and not the dirt crew. That was pretty funny on Tuesday. Hoytsma, your leader. Rivard currently in second and closing in on Hoytsma. It's right at 2.5 seconds. See if Bill can make any inroads. Check our pit laps here, see who has the freshest tires. Hoytsma pitted on 47, Rivard on 49. So Rivard only has 2 lap fresher tires, not that big of a deal. But Giglio 62, much fresher tires. Giglio starting to close in on Bill Rivard as we got title contenders 1, 2, and 3. Let's go for a ride on board the 16. We should try to catch Bill Rivard. And there you see the red and white machine up ahead of both of them. That is race leader Lucas Hoytsma. All three of the title contenders in the top 3 in one picture. Giglio gets to the inside of Rivard, see what kind of drive off he can get. Shouldn't be too bad with the fresher rubber. Giglio going to send it in right on the yellow line.
Thank you.
Gets by Bill Rivard.
No problem.
Now the gap we're looking at is 2.1 seconds. We'll see how Blake can try to run down Lucas. Like we said, about 15 lap the difference on the tires here. That is quite significant at Phoenix. going Boyd with Lucas. Watch out the back. Watch the 16.
4-3 putting in this
Getting
standby.
closer. Check JR Deals hit pit road in the 9 truck. Gap down to 1.2.
Thank you.
Chris Allkire also headed down pit road in the 43. Guess we could be closing in on the folks that are stopping twice here. I know one truck came at 40, so they're probably looking at 80 for their second stop. Blake Giglio charging in. Nothing Lucas Hoytsma can do but watch at this point. Blake has run his teammate down. He's going to challenge for the lead of both the race and the championship. Hoytsma rides the yellow line. Giglio going to try to catch him coming off the corner. Blake dives down through the dog leg. Not quite alongside yet, but sends it in low. Lucas sees him coming. Lucas up by the outside wall. Lucas going to try to straighten out corner exit here. May see a crossover move. It's like Hoytsma's just going to ride for the moment. He could have crossed him over, but cut his teammate a break knowing they're on different tire strategies there. So Blake Giglio takes over the race lead as the caution comes out. Chris Allkire
Somebody give me a number because I didn't see the wreck.
heavily damaged in the 43. Let's see what
43.
happens.
It was 43. It was 43. Self-spin. I didn't hit anybody else.
Comes out of turn number 2, slides to the inside wall, and around he goes.
10-4, upon review, 43 self-spun, no other cars collected, no penalty given.
Well, that changes everything. Now we'll see probably most of the field pit here. Certainly all the lead lap trucks will pit here. Should be fairly straightforward. 4 tires, fuel. Ought to be able to make it to the end from here. Some trucks that already pitted and off the lead lap may stay out here. Here they come. Feeding time down on pit road. I think we have 12 trucks on the lead lap. Allkire's come down this lap as well. Lucas peels off to his box. Giglio still trying to get to his. Finally makes it to his pit box. That view is horrible. That's a little better. We'll go with this. See who wins the race off pit road. It's like the 38 of Garrett Boyd, first one down and away. Then Blake Giglio, Lucas Hoytsma, Bill Rivard, Ethan Evers, Quinn Newton, Jay Munch, Caleb Brees. The 21 of Clapper Newell, 27 of Hunter Karsten. I got you, JR. Phoenix not being kind to you, huh? Allkire peels off. Cody Brown. TJ Floyd must be doing some damage repair. Let's see if we can find him. There he is. Yeah, see a little right side damage to the 49. He's getting some damage repair, taking advantage of the yellow. See if he can't get a little more speed out of that truck. Down and away he goes as the field starts to get close. He'll stay on the lead lap there. 15, Jeremy Scherer takes a wave around. He'll go from 3 laps down to 2. Staying out here. He had recently pitted. By recently, I say about 20 laps ago. He can't go a whole lot farther, but he's hoping for a quick yellow in the 15. Try to get one of those laps back. Race leader Garrett Boyd in the 38. Boyd not taking tires here. The rest of the lead lap cars did, other than Clapper Newell. Clapper only a 6-second stop in the 21. Leader can restart anywhere from here to the green flag, but kind of a gentlemanly agreement they have to wait at least till the entrance of turn 3. Race director Cody Brown said, "I'd prefer you not to do it on the backstretch." Kind of a loose interpretation, but you know, that's why I say the gentleman's agreement in place. Boyd
My
skirts
bad,
away.
Daniel. The guy behind me was impatient.
I can't go any faster than the guy in front of me.
Hoytsman and Giglio battle for second. That is
You
the
hit him before I hit
wow.
you.
Hoytsman gets out of shape. In doing so, Giglio clears for the championship lead. See ahead of him, Garrett Boyd in the 38, getting a little sideways. Tires take a lap or two when they're fresh to get into their heat cycle and into the feel-good spot. And that's right where Giglio and Hoytsma are now. Try to see if Bill Rivard gets by Garrett Boyd now. He does, so the top
Are you
3.
purposely
Oh,
doing
Bill
that?
Rivard goes around in the 10. The 10,
Record
Bill Rivard. It's gone around on the front stretch. That is one of our championship 4. The 10 of
was
Bill
Kelly.
Rivard. Held on to it, didn't hit anything, but he's going to lose all his track position. Tough break for Bill.
So running my line is trying to wreck you. I gave you enough room to come up.
I was asking you if you were purposely trying to wreck me because it looked like you pushed it below the yellow line.
We got drama.
All right, upon review, the caution was brought out because 10 self-spun, nobody else was collected. No penalty given on that one. There may be a second incident under review.
Cody Brown, TJ Floyd, Bill Rivard. I'll come down pit road here. Surprised to see Bill Rivard. Thought he just took 4 tires of
Jeremy,
fuel.
do you have any damage?
Might be checking damage on the 10, but he didn't hit anything and nobody hit him, so he should be alright. Doubt you want to burn another set of tires this quick.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah.
Daniel, can you see if I have any damage?
5-second stop, down and away for the 10.
I can't see anything from where I'm at. But I'm trying to get in to repair, man.
See left side and rear damage on the 21. He was the one asking for a damage check. Jeremy Scherer should get the lucky dog here. And gets the pit. He didn't get the pit the last time he took the wave around, so I'm sure Scherer is excited about that. Puts him 1 lap down. He gets another yellow. He'll be back on a lead lap from 3 laps down. That'd be quite the rebound. Giglio and Hoytsma on the front row.
Okay, so upon review, there was a second incident. After the caution had come down, the 21 and the 49 were racing. It looked like the 21 drifted down into the 49. Netcode was involved, but they
Blake
more
Lucas,
than likely
DG,
would have
got
made contact,
Gotcha.
even if it hadn't
Hi,
been
I brought you
involved.
both in just for funsies since you're on the front row together.
This was
What are your thoughts on the restart here? Who's going to get the advantage? Think the high line or the low line is going to be the way to go?
that's racing incident, no penalty given.
Have they ran find out though in a minute.
I don't know. The chrome horn seems to be a really good advantage, though.
Hmm.
If you want to, yeah, Blake.
Well,
So-
the dirt team did not build this one,
That's
so
good.
I don't know.
It looks
I
like
don't
you've
know.
been going mostly straight and had a little bit of grip tonight. Way better than Tuesday.
Yeah, we fired them guys. They were something else, man.
I mean, if you
It was
want,
a
we could
good
set up the
dirt
dirt
setup,
course in
though.
the infield.
Now that would be.
Now that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be.
Should we do
That's gonna be
that?
our championship race.
Just you two heads up on the dirt course?
That would be
I would
fun.
love that. Let's go right now.
All right, boys, we're getting back to it. Good luck to you.
I get.
How's Lucas Weitzman and Blake Giglio, the 16 and 97? Since they were side by side, figure we'd bring them both up here, have a little teammate chat. I was going to ask them if they would lay the horn to their teammate for the win, but they kind of already indicated they would. Pace car is off. We'll wait this eternity down the backstretch at pace car speed, waiting to get to turn 3 before we can finally go. It's such a heightened emotion there as the pace car dives off, and then you gotta wait. Feels like forever. Here we go. Into the Geico restart zone, and Blake Giglio, as soon as we got to it, stomps the loud pedal, takes off. Lucas Hoysma in second, Garrett Boyd, Toyota 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Ethan Evers, Quinn Newton 4th and 5th. Then you have title contender J Munch right there in 6th, Bill Rivard 8th. So 1, 2, 6, and 8 for the title at the moment. Should be a heads-up battle for the rest of the race. Could see tires play a role if we get a late caution. Blake and Lucas 1 and 2. Garrett Boyd picked up the Super Late Model Championship just before this race. So Sidewinder's newest champion for a couple hours until we get one out of this truck race. Ethan Evers in the 4th spot. Quinn Newton is 5th. J Munch 6th. Caleb Brees 7th. Got Boulevard breathing down his neck, trying to take that away. Bill cuts all the way across the dog leg. Gets alongside the 94. See if Bill can get the power down coming off of turn number 2, and he did pretty good. We'll see if he'll take the spot away down into 3 and 4. Greasy sails it in pretty deep. Bill's going to take that shortcut. I believe that's going to clear him here. There we go. Rivard moves up a spot. Now he has J Munch up ahead of him, but J Munch gets by Garrett Boyd. So now Rivard has another truck to contend with before he can get to the title contenders. Quinn Newton having a great run tonight, battling in the lead early on. Now he's sitting in the 4th spot. Ethan Evers up on the last spot of the podium. Then you got the teammates Hoytsman and Giglio 1 and 2. I know they're close to one another, but I don't think they're battling just yet. I honestly think they're just making laps at this point with 30 to go. We've seen these two race really hard before. This is not what that looks like. So I think they're just putting in laps. Hoysman does keep taking that shortcut, but I think he's just learning. Seeing what he can apply later on. Every time I look away from these two, they try to pass, so. Giglio, Hoytzel, 1 and 2. Evers in 3rd. Newton 4th. J Munch in 5th. Bill Rivard 6th. Garrett Boyd 7th now. Caleb Brees 8th. Cody Brown 9th. Hunter Carson in the top 10. Clapper Newell in 11th. Floyd, the last truck, will lead lap at 12th. Scherer on a lap of his own, 1 lap down in 13th. Chris Alkire 3 laps down, 14th. J.R. Deal, Daniel Llewellyn have retired from the event. Tyler Stillwell still in pit road trying to repair his truck. Been there for 14 minutes. Giglio now a little bit of breathing room over Lucas. .27 laps remaining. Hoisman rides second, Evers third. And Newton is fourth. There's J Munch in fifth. Bill Rivard, Garrett Boyd, J Munch and Bill Rivard going at it. It's the battle for third in the championship. We're trying to get to the inside of J Munch. J Munch now got his sights on the back of Quinn Newton. Quinn actually had to turn right coming off of that dog leg to get back out by the wall. That's how low he was. It's pretty funny looking. Normally you just kind of straighten out your wheel to head back out towards the wall. He actually turned right a little bit. Newton, Munchel, and Rivard putting on a good show here. Battle for fourth. Three Chevrolets duking it out. J Munch a little out of shape coming off of turn number 2. Rivard's going to peek to the inside down into 3. They'll stay side by side heading across the start finish down into the dog leg. Rivard going to try to use the short way around and clear, not able to do so. J Munch drives it in deep for 1 and 2. Gap between leader and second was right at about a second not that long ago. Hoytsman's already chopped about a quarter of a second out of that. 22 laps remaining from Phoenix. Championship battle, 15, a week season, all comes down to this race. We will crown a champion at the end of it. Currently in the hunt for the finale. You got Blake Giglio leading, Lucas Hoytsman is second. Joel Munchel in the 5th spot. 69 Goodwrench truck, and Bill Rivard, Mountain Dew Chevrolet in 6th. Those are our 4 title contenders. Basically your top 6, other than the 8 and 88, Ethan Evers and Quinn Newton, having their own little battle here in the 3rd spot. Ethan currently ahead of the 88 of Newton. Two winningest drivers in Sidewinder history, currently 1st and 2nd in this title fight as well. Blake Giglio, Lucas Hoytsma, heavyweight battle between the two. We restarted right around 30 to go, now we're at 20 to go. Does Lucas turn up the wick and go after him? Or is he going to hope for that yellow and save his stuff? Or has he been going after him the whole time and just not able to get there? Just trying to find our closest battle on track at the moment. Hunter Carson and Cody Brown battle for the 9th spot. A couple of Fords. 17 and 27. Also have Bill Rivard, Garrett Boyd. Boyd was a lot closer when I clicked over to him. Lost a little ground right as I switched over. Quinn Newton trying to go after Ethan Evers. This would be for the 3rd spot. Briefly got alongside through the shorter dog leg, but Evers kept the momentum up, power back by on the outside. He's able to draft his way back up there. Can get a little bit of a pull at Phoenix, not a whole lot. It's only a mile track, but you can get a little bit of a pull. If he gets a good run here, he'll try on the exit of turn number 4 to cut down onto the dog leg. We'll see what Newton's able to do as he gets right to the back bumper, then there he goes. Trying to take the short way through the dog leg, gets the nose out in front. Not clear yet. So hard to get the power down on the inside out of the turn number 2. Just got to pinch the truck so much. Now J Munch looks to the outside of Newton. Maybe a little bit of contact there. Newton moved up the track by J Munch in the 69. You heard him apologize. Newton able to hang on to it. But that allows Rivard and J Munch by. Now they're battling side by side for 4th. Now we have 4 of our championship drivers all in the top 5. Only exception Ethan Evers in 3rd. Guy like J Munch up into the 4th spot, and you're like, hey, pretty good for the championship, right? But the only problem is you're still behind 2 other drivers going for it. Blake now nearly 2 seconds over teammate Lucas Hoisma. 13 laps to go. That is a very wide margin to ask Hoisma to try and make up. Hoisma at this point has to be open for that caution. Ethan Evers up into the top 3. Spoiling the championship party up there. And you have J Munch 4th, Bill Rivard 5th, Quinn Newton hangs 1 for 6th. Newton did a very good job hanging onto his truck as he was getting contacted by the 69 from behind. Reese looks under Quinn Newton, that's for the 6th position. Battles all over the place. Rivard trying to get by J Munch. And you got these 3 battling: Newton, Breesy, and Boyd, 6th, 7th, and 8th. J Munch running down Ethan Evers, trying to get to the 3rd spot. Gaps ahead, not very promising. Giglio 2 seconds over Hoisma, who has 2 seconds over Evers. If you're a fan of late race drama, you're hoping for a yellow at this point. If you're Blake Giglio, you're hoping it stays green. J Munch going to look to the inside of Evers. Nothing doing so far. Peeking again. Looks like he's going to get to the inside this time. See if he can turn it down through the dog leg and clear heading down into 1 and 2. Packs in there pretty good, and he's going to clear Ethan Evers. J Munch up to the 3rd spot. Evers slides down to 4th. Bill Rivard lurking there in 5th. Evers going to try and put a crossover run. J Munch dives to the bottom. Really unorthodox lines, shoots him up the track. That's going to probably cost him 2 spots. J Munch loses spots to Evers, Rivard, and here comes Newton. Newton was close enough to capitalize on that strange line. Now Newton back ahead of the 69. Remember, these two made contact earlier. Sure, J Munch would like to not make contact again. Although they do make a little bit of contact there. Newton gets shot up the track. Newton's got to get tired of having that happen. Now J Munch under attack from Caleb Reese in the 94. J Munch now finds himself all the way down in 4th of the championship battle. Bill Rivard, meanwhile, has climbed up into the top 3. Lucas Huisman has nearly 4 seconds over Bill Rivard now in 3rd. It's still 2 seconds behind his teammate. Blake Giglio out front with 5 to go. Season coming to an end for the StackUp.org Truck Series. Blake Giglio trying to wrap up, I believe it'd be his 2nd truck title. I also believe that would tie him with Lucas Huisma. 1 truck title, so I have to confirm that in the Discord later. Just going by what I remember. There is the gap, 1st to 2nd, and eventually there comes the pack of trucks from 3rd on back. It's 2 CTC trucks in a league of their own tonight. Comes Giglio down into turn 1. We have a scramble back here. J Munch trying to keep his championship hopes alive, trying to get back up into the 5th spot. And Quinn Newton on his outside. So J Munch is going to be able to clear the 88. Come across the line to get 2 to go. Newton's going to cross over J Munch. Blake Giglio getting those championship feels at this point. He just needs to see that white flag. Through turns 3 and 4.
Sorry, Brewston.
White flag in the air. Blake Giglio can cruise with the 2-second lead he has at this
You
point.
ruined my streak of 0 at traces. I'm just kidding, you're good.
Just can't pass.
Giglio off turn number 2, sees his teammate Huisma in the background. Huisma can do nothing but watch as the 16 Blake Giglio go to bring it through turns 3 and 4, pick up the checkered flag, and win the championship and the race in the 16. 1-2 finish for the CTC team as Huisma brings it home 2nd in the race, 2nd in the title. Bill Rivard picks up the 3rd spot in the championship. J Munch will finish 4th in the title, 5th in the race as Ethan Everidge picked up 4th in the event here. We'll watch Blake Giglio come celebrate. Bill Rivard giving him a little congratulatory tap there. Looks like one from J Munch 2 to the tailgate. There it is. Comes Quinn Newton, teammate to the 16. As is tradition in Sidewinder, I'm sure we'll see a ton of trucks doing burnouts here. We love to have a end of season celebration.
Someone get that 27 a sponsor.
There goes Blake Giglio doing his burnouts across the start finish line in style. Scroll through the cameras as he does his fancy dancing. Oh, we can't see him on that one. Blake Giglio burning it down. Feels good to be a champ. If we can get the
Brian, get over here.
10 truck 97, 16 in waiting room. We'll also take the 69. Since he was in the champ 4, we'll grab him.
Tried the old Kyle Larson, eh?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, you brought home top 5. That's the good news. Bad news is the other 3 championship guys were all ahead of you. It looked like you had a lot of fun out there, and it looked like it was tough to fast, but it looked like a good challenge. How did it feel behind the wheel?
I'm not. This isn't really my favorite track, but I was actually felt like I was doing pretty well.
Well,
I should have had third, and then as soon as I passed Ethan,
stuck.
I overdrove the turn, what 3 or 4 it is, whatever it is, and lost 3 spots instead. So
Yeah, you went in there pretty hard.
Yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, I didn't get the chance to look back at my early accident, but yeah, it is what it is. So it was all right.
And 4, is that your first title battle?
Yes,
So was it fun?
it was a blast.
You're stuck.
Awesome. You got any friends, family, sponsor shout outs to give to us before we push you out of here?
Just shout out my throwback car and 1010s guys, you for broadcasting. Just I'll be back for next season.
10-4. All right, bud. Congrats on your very strong effort this season, and we'll catch you next season.
Thank you.
As J Munch in the 69. He brought it home 5th, 4th in the title fight. Let's go grab the 10 truck of Bill Rivard. Bill, bringing it home 3rd tonight. Bill, tell me how your championship battle was tonight. Looked like you're right in the thick of it for most of the night. Just never quite able to get in front of those 2 CTC boys.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing the damn thing, and I messed it up trying to go around Garrett there. I was kind of banking on another caution, but because my tires were screwed from the slide, so it was a lot of fun. This track's tough, but it's fun. I like it.
You said it. Well, you had a fantastic season this season. Got your couple of wins there in the live wire truck, and you brought it out for the championship race. I definitely appreciated that. Going all out, doing everything you can to go for it.
I wanted to retire it with a championship win, but couldn't do it. So, but there's always next year, right?
Yeah, kind of new trucks I heard from you and your painter, both dropping hints that it'll be all decorated up next season, a little different.
Yes, sir. It'll be it'll be opposite of what I'm running now. So,
let's see, opposite of Mountain Dew. Is that Mellow Yellow?
No.
Right.
Hopefully it won't be as bad for you.
Propel?
No.
All right, bud. Congrats on your 3rd place finish. We'll keep guessing. We'll make that our game for the next 2 months. Try to figure out what we're going with for the 10 truck next season. We appreciate your racing with us. Congrats on your fantastic season. Good luck next season, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got any friends, family, sponsors to drop for us?
I mean, at what everyone says, my teammates, you for streaming, just the whole league in general. We got a good group of guys here. We got some drama occasionally, but it all happens. A lot of fun.
Yeah, J Munch, we got some drama on occasion.
Yeah, it's always him.
All right, bud. We'll let you get on out of here. Have a great night.
All right, man. See ya.
That was Bill Rivard in the 10, bringing home 3rd tonight. Now let's go grab 2nd place. The 97 of Lucas Huisma. Lucas DG, got a copy? Hello.
Sorry, my keyboard disconnected. Yep, I got you.
Yeah, it's like your first race or something. Well, you brought it home P2. Looked like you had a whale of a battle there for a while. Then he just kind of drove away from you on that last run. What did you think you needed to kind of have something for him tonight?
Well, yeah, we were dead even from the drop of the green on that last run, and then I just made a little mistake. I got loose coming out of I think going into 3, coming out of 4, and that gap just pretty much held until the tires wore off, and he just drove away even more. And I don't know, he had the better truck. I was there. I could have done something. I just made a dumb mistake. Couldn't get there. But overall, P2 isn't bad. And now we're tied 2-2, me and Blake, for championships in trucks. So
That's what I was thinking when I was talking out loud a little while ago. I was like, I think that Blake's them tied because I know you were back to back, and then Blake the one before in the Rays truck.
yeah, I don't know if that sits too well with me. So
Now you have to come back next season and show him who's boss.
yeah.
All right, but you got any friends, family, sponsors, shout outs to give to us tonight?
Just Labor 12, CTC, Low Drag, Orange Phoenix, all the admins that put the season on, Race Control, does a great job. Like he came a long way. I got to give a special shout out to Chris. Wasn't too sure about him when he came in, but I think he's been doing a good job. And
Just like
it
anything, takes practice.
it's tough to deal with complaining people every night, so
Very much so.
I'll definitely give props for that. And you for doing the broadcast all season.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you. Thanks for racing with us, and we'll catch you back in the next season. We got to put that Giglio guy in check a little bit, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. See ya.
All right, bye. Later. This is Lucas Hoytsman, the 97. Bringing home P2 tonight, and we'll go grab Blake Giglio in the 16. I think he did something tonight. May have won a race. I don't know. How did you feel about it out there tonight?
Like I said earlier, it felt good. It felt like the car was under us, and we were able to drive it and not be spinning out. So it was a great night.
It's amazing what happens when you bring your asphalt crew and not your dirt crew.
I know. That probably helped a little bit.
Were you nervous there on that last restart when you had Lucas right there with you on the restart?
Yeah, he's really good. You know what I mean? And when Lucas is there, he always has a shot to win. And I knew if I made a mistake, he was gonna win. If he made a mistake, I feel like I was gonna win. And he made that mistake, and pretty much I think that really sealed it for us. But glad that he got redemption to be able to be up there and race it out instead of being stuck in the back because of incidents. But just glad we were able to race for it. And I think if we had another late race yellow, that race would have been a lot more entertaining.
Yes.
I think he would have thrown some nice slide jobs. But other than that, good night for us. Good clean night, actually. We didn't really have any issues.
Yeah, and I was worried about you speeding on pit road on a green flag stop. You cooked it in there. You got it slowed down because the cones are fortunately a little farther back here at Phoenix.
We had to send it. If I didn't send it, there wasn't no shot at winning. So we sent it.
Absolutely. You got any of those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs to give to us tonight?
Yeah, we have CC Racing in the car, Stack of Board for sponsoring the series, you for broadcasting. Sideline as a whole, it's going to be a rough 2 months without it. Loader Esports Pro Racing Setups, just everybody that is on here, and the Asphalt team for showing up. And, yeah.
Fixing what the dirt team did to your truck before the start of the race.
The dirt teams get on dirt. It's not too good.
All right, but congrats on your championship. You're now tied with Lucas. Both of you have 2 truck titles. How does that feel? You feel like you're going to have to go after him next season?
I think so. I cannot stand being tied with him. Like, it actually bothers me. Like, I would much rather than be 3-1 than 2-2. Because now I have to,
I mean, you could have let him win.
No. We do not need to hear any more about his championships, all right?
All right. Well, we'll make sure to
right.
remind you every race next season that you're tied.
I appreciate it.
Mickey has the extra motivation.
Maybe.
All right, bud. Congrats on your championship. Congrats on the win on the race. We appreciate you racing with us. Thank you so much for being part of our community, and good luck in the future.
Thank you, man.
Blake Giglio in the 16, as we said, picking up the race win and the championship win. Congrats to him. Congrats to everyone. Thank you, everyone that participated in our truck series this season, even if it was just for a race or spotting somebody, whatever you did. However you participated in our community, we appreciate you. We're going to go ahead and show you the final rundown here. Blake Giglio, race winner and championship winner. Lucas Hoytsman bringing it home second. Bill Rivard, Ethan Evers, Jay Munch, your top 5. Quinn Newton, Garrett Boyd, Caleb Brees, Hunter Carson, and Jeremy Clapper, your top 10. TJ Floyd, Cody Brown, Jeremy Scher, Chris Alcart, JR Deal, Daniel Llewellyn, and Tyler Stillwell, your 17 trucks that officially started this race. Mike Edwards, a little bit of practice, but never actually got out there for the race. He will not be credited with 18th. Go ahead and tell you this has been iRacing.com. You can head on over there, pick up a subscription, get these trucks and this track, and come race with us. Then you can go on over to DGSRacing.com, or you can pick the Big Red Snake and come sign up for any of the leagues that we run. Monday night ARCA, Tuesday Xfinity, Wednesday the Cup Series, Thursday doubleheader with the super late models and these trucks. Friday we have the fun hosted races. Saturday we do the Legend Series, and Sunday we do our Lordco Auto Parts Street Stock Series. Let's go ahead and grab Garrett Boyd here in the 38. Garrett, DG, got copy? Garrett, wake up. I was trying to give Garrett some love here because Garrett, as we mentioned a few times in broadcast, Garrett won the late model championship. So I was going to give him a few minutes of FaceTime here, but Garrett not at his computer right now, just left himself in the driver chat for 2 Extreme Motorsports. So we'll give him his props as he's showing on screen here in his truck. Garrett winning the Super Late Model Championship. Congrats to him, the iRacing iFlag Super Late Model Series, their second season in Sidewinder. Garrett picking up the championship there. Congrats to him. And that is all we have for you tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching tonight's broadcast. We appreciate you so much, and we'll see you in the next race.